I'm Mixer Johnny, and this is the top 10 things that should become an R-rated horror show, including things that aren't shows that can be turned into R-rated horror show, and not including anything that already has an R-rated horror shows like Extreme Ghostbusters. Number 10, Wreck-It Rabbit. Since there's already magic in the show, it would be perfect for it to get an R-rated show. Plus, it would be good if this show is a show that managed to make bunnies scary, because it is good and impressive that they managed to make bunnies scary. Number 9, Mucha Lucha. Think like how Victor and Valentino is an R-rated horror show, but with Mucha Lucha, it focusing on horror mask wrestlers, and the horror sides of mask wrestlers. It can also focus on monsters all over the world instead of just in Mexico. Them even doing spiritual holidays from all around the world and not just Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead. You can also make the mask wrestler an ancient warrior that wears the bodies of the monster it kills as a costume, and it being a mask wrestler's duty to fight 8 monsters in wrestling matches, and it being a mask wrestler's duty to kill monsters in wrestling matches. Number 8, Level Up. You can do spoofs of other horror video games, and you can do spoofs of other horror media, and it would be a good idea to get Level Up back. You can even have it set in the future of Level Up. Number 7, a horror crossover show. It would be awesome to have all these shows cross over with each other. It would be perfect for Danny Phantom to get an R-rated horror show. And Jake and Juniper Lee already came from magic shows, so they would work perfect in horror shows. Number 6, packages from Planet X. You can make it that they're fighting a war against Confederate kids with the packages. Then you can also make the aliens look and be R-rated. You can even make some of the packages look and be R-rated. And you can make the side effects that come with them look and be R-rated. Number 5, the Count Duckula and Darkwing Duck crossover. You know how the DuckTales reboot is a reboot of a whole channel? Then you should make it that this one is a reboot of another channel. And of all the horror and superhero shows of Disney. And all the dark and serious parts of Disney and the DC animated movies. The horror parts would come from Count Duckula, and it just being extremely dark from Darkwing Duck. Besides, Danger Mouse and the DuckTales got a reboot, so Count Duckula and Darkwing Duck should get an R-rated crossover reboot. Think the Darkwing Duck episode Time and Punishment, and that level of dark and serious. Number 4, Gargoyles. It was already dark and serious, and they can have them fighting against even more monsters and it being werewolves and vampires. Do it as a sequel series set in the future. Goliath and Eliza having a daughter together who's a teenager now, and Aaron Janitos and Fox's son being a teenager now. Number 3, the Midnight Suns. The Midnight Suns are a superhero team and are Marvel's horror-themed superheroes. You should have Elsa Bloodstone and Moon Knight as the financial backer of the team, because they're both rich, and you should also have it that Moon Knight has a third superhero personality that wears the white and black Moon Knight costume. Damon Harrison should be primarily a good guy here, and Satana Harrison should be an evil person who wants to be there. Morbius, the living vampire, should be there in case them coming into contact with anything that has something to do with science. Blade should be there because he's a vampire hunter. And you should do the Immortal Hulk storyline for the first season of Hulk being a horror character. Then you should do the Venom King in Black storyline for the second season of Venom being a horror character. And you should also have Ghost Rider there and them dealing with him being the King of Hell. And for the third season, they should help Nightcrawler get back into heaven because of him helping them as a priest. Number 2, Justice League Dark. Justice League Dark is a superhero team made of DC's horror-themed superheroes. You can do stories with John Constantine and Zatanna being in love with each other, Deadman's relationship with the Black Orchid, them fighting against a godlike magical horror-themed supervillain, and it being in the same universe in the rebooted form of the Justice League Dark animated movie. Before of your topic, here's a few honorable mentions.
What have you done? Do you realize that I'll be picking ash out of my bedroom carpet for eternity?
Didn't I just destroy you?
You staked a little too far to the left. Hit my trusty vacuum cleaner.
Number 1, the original Universal Monsters cartoon show. You should start with the creature from the Black Lagoon, directed by the creators of Stranger Things, and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, directed by the creator of the Babadook. Then for Frankenstein's monster, him running around the town looking for his bride. And for the Bride of Frankenstein, her finding Frankenstein. The Wolfman should be directed by the creators of Get Out. For Dracula, you should use the same guys that did Castlevania and Spiral, and for the Invisible Man, you should do the same guy who did Huss. You should also do the Phantom of the Opera and the Mummy. You're also doing Satan and the physical embodiment of death. For the live-action movies, then you're doing a cartoon show about it. It being about them coming together and it going through the generations and them fighting against Van Helsing. And him fighting against monsters that are like them and their kids fighting against him. And you also doing Cthulhu and Lovecraftian monsters. Do you agree with that, Captain Liz?
Yeah, this is what I call Halloween.
Please say more ideas from the other Captain Liz you want me to do.